You begin by simply knowing this, that when you read something next time, and obviously if you don't respect it, then don't read it. But if you respect the wisdom that's being conveyed in a class, or in a book, or in any type of way being conveyed, or in a video, or in the music, listen. First thing is listen. Put aside your preconceived notions, put aside the pleasure you're even gaining because it's fitting into your model, and just listen. Take notes, review them once, twice, 3 times. You'll be shocked and surprised how much more you'll appreciate the pleasure you'll have from processing this information once you process, after you've given the due diligence of actually listening and absorbing and just receiving the wisdom coming from a greater place. I mentioned this exercise a number of times, which I've tried out with many different people, and always the same results. Take a book, any book you like. This is in context of when discussing the memory of memorizing many, many hours of talks. Read the book, read a page in the book, and as many times as you like, no time limits. The goal is, when you're ready, close the book, and then write down on a separate piece of paper what you just read. Not word for word, the flow of ideas. Before we begin, I always ask the group of people, small groups, I say, so what do you think percentage-wise you're going to capture from the page? Most people say 80% or more. I can tell you, most people don't even hit 60% the first time. Okay, we start the exercise. People look at the book. The smart ones you see are very quick. They're already writing. They close the book and they're writing. They're done in 5-10 minutes. Others take a little more time. Then I ask everybody, okay, take your book and take what you've written and give it to your neighbor. Let them look at it and let them mark it. How close is it to the original? As I said, people don't reach higher than 60%. The smarter ones, the ones that did it quicker, the percent goes down. To the point that there are people actually wrote on the paper something that contradicted what it said in the book. And when I asked them, how could you do that? They said, because I didn't agree with it. Can you imagine? But that was not the exercise, whether you agree or don't agree. That was not, I didn't write, tell us whether you agree or disagree and why. Just capture what it said. They didn't agree with it, so that right away prejudiced them, so they didn't write it down. They wrote what they wanted to write. So they didn't even write what it said in the book. They wrote what they felt. That's classic. Now we do it the second time around. Everybody takes more than 5 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, half hour. Everybody's become humbled. You know why? The overconfidence that you think you remember better than you do. You think that you read and you really got it. No. That's why you can't repeat it. Because you really didn't absorb it. You read it. You so-called like pass by. It's like an express train. You pass by, so you saw it in the whiz. And you think you got it. That's delusionary. You got it, you know when you can write it down as accurate as it's written. Then you could disagree. Then you could say, you know what? I wrote it down. I heard what you said. I read what you wrote. But I disagree. No problem. But then your disagreement will come from an intelligent place instead of just this very superficial and flippant attitude. You'll have read it and then say, you know what, I have a different way of looking at it. And it's always going to be far deeper because you read it well. Even if it's something you did not agree with later. Because you're able to listen.